There. Sorry.
וסעדינו מטובךו, ובראש נושנו כאשר נפלת בברכו. כי אלוהי תיבת מבורך השוני, ברוך אתה אדוני, מבורך השוני, וכך ושפע גדול ושונאי סתמי כל יעשינו, וקבצני יחד מימך פרטות ויעשינו, ברוך אתה אדוני, וקבץ נצי עמי. חוסר ממנו יובים ואנוך ומלואי חולנו עכו עדינו לבדו כל החסד ברח מצטרף ומשפט ברוך אתה אדוני מלך חי ומלשינים אל תסיק ומאמינים וחזינים כרגע ידינו ומהיר פרייסים ומלכות אבי שמהיר עשייה כסר שבס ומאגר סחתיין הידור יוחד ברוך אתה אדוני שבע יבינו מחמיא זידי על הצדיקים ועל החסידים ועל זקני עמודי ספרו ועל פלגס בייס בייסביהם ועל גר הצדק ועולנו יהמו נוח עמך אדוני להינו וצריך כל השם ולמות ותיימס ושמחה כנמהם כולם לעיני וישבו בכל ברוך אתה אדוני ראשון ומפתח וצדיק חי מרחוב סיסכם מתוך אשר דיברתו וכיסא גובי עבדך מהיר ובסך הטובי ובני ישבו בכל בימינו בניין אילם ברוך אתה והנה ירושלים סמדו ברמתו מהיר וקרתו במשרתו ישועתו קיווינו כל הימים ברוך אתה אדוני מצניע קרן ישועה שמקרבנו אלינו ברחם וקדל ברחמים וברוכת יבוסי אל שומע תפילות ותחתוני ברכה ומלפניך מלכים וריקום אל תשיבנו יתו שומע תפילת כל פה ברוך אתה אדוני היה תפילו עשה אדוני אלינו למפריסוס ולסמכי והושיב לעבודו לדביר ביסכו איש ישראל וסביבות קבל ברוצי וסביבות תמיד עבודת ישראל המסוס ושחזנו עינינו בשוב חופציין ברחמים ברוך אתה אדוני המחזיר שכינוסו וציין תוך חיינו מוגן ישתן התלודו בטוב נרגלכו וספים ויוספם על חייהם פשועים ביוזרכו ויאמס מסמכו ונשלו ויאל ניסף שבחו יונימון ויאל מפלסך ותלסף שבחורי ערב ובוי כבתור רואים עתוי וכל רחמכו המלאכים וסמכת בדרכו מלום תבינו בו יעקובם יסתורך ויסתרמו ויסנתו תמיד ויעלם בהם וכל החיים ידעו חסלם ויעלשו חדור ולעולם קידוי ואל ישוע סיינו ועזרסנו סלחוי לעשוי ברוך אתה אדוני שמחו שם שולם בברוך Porteiro abrindo com a guerra morta na flor, que dio para o no aduno era sai e ala seco. Troco, não chora. E sai bem na colaboração com isso, mas o show bicho na flor, o aduno. Bora sama isso baixo. Amém.
صديقي مناخ ولا غضب مين كويس
ונאכל וחיינו. יחד יש בלון הבא. מה יגם בלון? כרגע זמן שיש בלון. יודע יש בלון. Trainer, I should have the back of it. Later, happy or happy staying. Viscada, Viscada,
Amen.
John, when you see young enough to yes.
Amen.
I have one again, from the kind of a show about always my
Amen.
yes, I know, yes, I am. Very cool show.
Amen.
Yeah, well. Amen.
Amen.
Hey, Shlomo, Rabo, Mincha-Maariv, Moleinu, V'Alkol Yisrael. Aisa Shalom, Bingereinu, Hu Yasa Shalom Moleinu, V'Alkol Yisrael. Yimru. Ne'emar, v'hu Adonai v'melech al-kol. Hayem v'yiyeh Adonai echad, Skada, Skada,
Amen.
Yom HaNichusim, Yom HaChusay, V'yasmach v'kon, v'kon,
Amen.
V'yechon, v'yemechon, v'chayei v'kol beis Yisrael, v'agolos ma'kovi, v'yimru. Yes, I know, yes, I will, yes, I will. May the Pusha be full.
Amen.
Yea, Lord. Amiram Yomo,
Amen.
Hey, Shlomo, Rabo, Mincha-Maariv, Kevin, Elena, the
Amen.
I say Shalom, Imremo, who, yeah, I say Shalom Aleinu, Yalkol Yisrael, Ibru, Amen.
Amen. Shaya de Shai Kisaba, Yitzay Tzarech, Vani Esma, Ani Asisi, Vani Esma, Yama
No, probably, I remember. So I should have known, no, who said, the Hari Marayam, Kamara Rajayam, no, who make so I should know him, Mayim, for say, Kurta, no, who said, Hari Marayam, Marayam, Karegen en miljoen, maar toch met wat je is van zo'n Jode Schnein getroffen, sehr hart, Rischen Tor, dat je goed it will be as I saw the Akava Kesha Yunshi give 67 in Hamayim and 9 to the Age of gas and ice and Terrashidayim. It will be a Samitra, but it's like the people. Midva Shaman and the Rodin, Ace Map, Papiway, Gone, they she is to Hamayim. Machad, Venus Ramasam Oro, or your mother from Asia Mamayim, even showed all the Hagal. Come on, I give an Lord HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Zacharias Yisrael, even him and Torah, and it says, Shenema, Mezmot Neis, Matika Yagir Torah V'Yadir, Yiskada, Yiskada, Shenei Rabba,
Amen. Big one.
Yom Odikwa, you say, Yamrit Malchus, Yasam Korn and the Korn Mishita.
Amen.
Chaye Korn, Yemei Korn, the whole base is Torah, Vado, Vado,
Amen. Yeshmi Rabba Barak Yom.
Yeshmei Rabba, Vodora, Vodora, Yes, Ador, yes, Hallel, yes, Hallel, and the Kudish,
Amen. Amen.
Now you say, oh, the other one on the Alpami, the home, keep it on their own. The Alpami was in the right, and the name of the the hele home of Yom Rab, Fina, the Fiscal, the Rach, and the China, if the summer of the people. Hey, Shlomo Rabba, Misha, Maya, B'chayim, Pregim, Melena, Nafol, Yisrael,
Amen.
Hey, Shalom, B'Brayno, Hu, Yas, Shalom, Aleinu, V'Yakol, Yisrael,
Amen. Yashikaya, today in Jewish history. Today, my father birthday for his brother, Yamin. Maybe we'll share a few words about his brother. Yes. And Shalom Shalom. What? Still fine. Okay. Today in Jewish history, today marks 55 years since the liberation, the reunification of Yerushalayim with great, tremendous miracles, or as Mati calls it, miracle miracles. Yeah, right? Miracle miracles. Israel took back Yerushalayim, which was in the hands of the Jordanians, and finally we had it back. It was a tremendous warming moment for Jews around the world as they saw General Sharon going to the Kotel, and the Rebbe sent a special message that he should put on tefillin over there. Davka put on tefillin, and that's going to encourage people all over the world to put on tefillin. And indeed it did. And Goren blowing the shofar over there, it created a tremendous. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Chevron. Today is Yerushalayim. Yerushalayim. Tomorrow's Yom Chevron. We call Yom Chevron. Tomorrow, same 1967, 55 years from we Chevron coming back to the Jewish hands.
I was in high school for that.
Oh yeah. It was 5 years after the capture of the hanging of Eichmann. Eichmann was hung on Chav Ches Iyar, the 20th of Iyar, 1962, 5 years before the 6-Day War. Kindergarten?
No, I was in middle school.
It was a big thing. People in Peru, people knew about Eichmann.
I remember, we knew about the war, and all the children in the high school were outside the classrooms, and they announced over the microphone that we had. It was total joy. And we didn't know what was going on, really. And we were,
So that was the 6-Day War, but I'm saying the Eichmann capture also?
I don't remember.
Today is also the yahrzeit of where's Shmuley? Shmuley. Guess. Let's see if you can guess whose yahrzeit is today. Shmuel Hanavi, you got it. Shmuel ben. And that's right. Shmuel Hanavi's yahrzeit is today, the 28th of Iyar. He passed away in the year 877 before the Common Era. Huh? Tavchet Iyar. And Shem Shavon Aliyah. Could you say that? I guess. Why not? For Navi, why not? We say it for any tzaddik, for Navi, for sure. We read the story of Shmuel and Navi. We read about him on Rosh Hashanah, right? Read about Shmuel and Navi on Rosh Hashanah, Shmuel? On Rosh Hashanah, right? Read the story of Shmuel and Navi. And yeah, Shem Shavon Aliyah. And of course, like we said before, tonight is going to be Hebron. One day after we captured Yerushalayim, we recaptured Hebron, 1967, 55 years. So we got two holy cities in 2 days. What? Goran? Oh yeah? Hebron you're talking about. Oh.
I think they like brought her by accident. It was wrong.
He was a real Hebron man, huh? He was a real character. All right. Now, on Shabbos, we're not allowed to do something called Bairer. Bairer is where we're choosing the not good from the good. So, for example, we mentioned last week that if a hair falls into the soup, hair is no good. We don't like to eat hair, right? So, and you want to take the hair out of the soup. That's disgusting. But we're not allowed to take a hair out of soup because that's Bairer. Choosing the bad from the good on Shabbos is a problem. It's not allowed. Not a problem. It's not allowed. And we said there's a way, of course, there's a way to do everything. We said the proper way to do it is to take it with some soup. You take the hair out together with some soup. Then you're not choosing any longer the bad from the good. You're taking good together with the bad. And that's the way we take out the hair from the soup. Don't kill any sarha, whatever. Don't kill it. All right. So, nevertheless, even though Baire is not allowed on Shabbos, on Yom Tiv, if you let's say you have beans, and in beans, the truth is these days, the past year or two, so the beans, we check the beans before we do it for the cholent, right? We soak the beans and my Shabbos job, and there used to always be little rocks or stuff in the past year, 2 years. They're good. I don't know. The beans are all a lot cleaner the past few years. But this he says here, so you're allowed to choose the beans on Yom Tiv. Nevertheless, you shouldn't use a tool. You shouldn't use the tools that we use for sifting because they're usually used commercially, and we shouldn't use any such. It's called an Ovdin Nechal. It's a weekday thing, and we shouldn't use any of that to. The same thing. It's better not to have it soak in the water, and by soaking in the water, sometimes the not good will come to the top, or the good comes to the top. But rather, the best thing is to choose the one pieces you want by hand. To take the beans that you want by hand. It says if it's easier to take out the no good, take the no good. Whatever way is easier. And then choose the good. Huh? But again, you're taking out a little bit of lettuce with it. You're taking out, if you wash, I'm saying on Yom Tiv? On Shabbos or Yom Tiv? On Shabbos, again, you have a problem with butter. You can't just take out, you have to take a little bit of good with it. You can take a little bit of good together with it. It's always the heter. Flour. We're supposed to sift the flour. If you look at any of the Ostreicher cookies, it says Mirzifin de Mel Mibazuchin de Ayer. Says on them on the side. Which means we sift our flour, and we check our eggs, Go back enough nicer, yeah. No, we're not having any Tesla Yom Tov cars. Because they have to make it special. It can't be Tesla. It has to be a different company. It has to be a different brand, a different look. No, too problematic. There's so many problems that could happen.
Yeah.
I was just giving an example, but I would say when I said the example, I said don't do it at home. It was just I was saying technically.
So it's allowed.
No.
Let's not go there. We'll discuss it. All right. So flour, yeah. So Arminov is Erev Shabbos. Thursday, no? Thursday night's very clear of Shabbos.
What about music?
Music Chosh Me'Agbala, so which is Tuesday, Wednesday,
Oh,
Thursday. Kimmel. Wow, Chosh Me'Agbala, not a problem. Aleph is Tuesday, right? Shresh is Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Ready Wednesday night.
oh, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Wednesday night's very Chosh Me'Agbala. That's still Erev Shavuos. That is. Okay, so Erev Shavuos this year is on Shabbos. So that means it goes pushed back to Friday, right? All right. That's what making a difference in music and cutting hair. Flour. So we're supposed to sift our flour. Now, sometimes people do a double sifting of flour. They sift it, you pre-sift it, and you do another sifting. So the rule is that flour which was already sifted, but you just want to do the second time. So then it should be done either through a non-Jew, should do the sifting, or make a shinoi, do it different. What does it mean a shinoi? What does it mean making something? What does it mean changing something with sifting? So it means if you have this sifter, use the sifter upside down. That's already a shinoi, doing something different. If you do it usually with your right hand, do it with your left hand. Do it some kind of different. The same thing if you want to mash up matzah, even though we discussed the other day that matzah you can mash no problem, because the rule is just like the rule is that it's not a cooked food. When you cook a cooked food, it's not considered cooking. Ein bishul achar bishul, and therefore, let's say when it comes to bishul Yisrael, when it comes to having a cooked food, it has to be cooked, which a Jewish person has to be involved in the cooking. If it's already pre-cooked before, it's not a problem for a non-Jewish person to do the whole thing because ein bishul achar bishul. There's no cooking after cooking. The same thing with sifting. There's no sifting in a way after sifting. Crushing. Since matzah is made out of flour, which is already crushed, you crush the kernels, so it's already, and now so it's already crushed before, made to fine flour, and now you want to recrush it. So I said at the end of the day, it's not a problem to crush that matzah into, That's why instant noodle soup, because it's already pre-cooked. You're saying.
What are you? We're learning back to Shabbos. If you put, let's say, a fully cooked soup from the fridge next to the one from the black, that's cooking.
Okay, so that's something else. Regarding cooking on Shabbos, that's something else. Regarding warming up anything, you're not allowed to warm up food. That's a different type of visual. That's regarding. You're not allowed to take. You can't take, let's say, a fully cooked soup and put it on the fire on the blech on Shabbos. That's a different issue. That's cooking on Shabbos. It's warming something up on Shabbos. You can't do that. You can't bring something to eat. Huh? You can leave it on the blech, but you can't put something new on the blech on Shabbos. Although there was something that was invented a couple years ago, and again it disappeared from the market. I don't know why. Because this one, I haven't heard any. No, it's called a Kedera blech. You ever hear, Yaakov? You ever heard of Kedera blech?
Yeah, I saw.
A Kedera blech. You heard of it?
I have a picture.
It came out like 20 years ago. It came out. I've never seen it since. But I didn't hear any. Usually when there's issues, there's a big tumult about it. Yes, no. I didn't see anyone saying there's anything wrong with it. The rule is like this. Let's say you have a cholent pot. Oh, someone came out with a new idea of last year. Let's say you have a cholent pot, right? So you have everything's cooking inside. No problem. They're on Shabbos. And what are you showing? That's a Kedera blech? Oh, right here. Okay. So let's say you have it. So let's say you want to warm up a kugel. Shabbos morning. You want to warm up a kugel. You can't put it on a blech because that's directly on, but you can put it on top of a hot, even Friday night.
Everybody has it.
No. A Kedera blech. Different than a blech. A blech is in New York. You have the fires, right? And then the blech goes on top of the fires. You can't. Let's say Shabbat morning. You want to take a kugel and put it on the blech.
It's a tray.
We don't do that.
You can put a little bit.
But what you
flour,
could do, what they made is a blech, and that blech is made has a mechanism inside with water, and then there's like another blech on top of that. So it's a blech, like a built-in pot of water, and then another blech.
The water is.
So what? It's called a kedera blech, they called it. They don't invent it, they call it kedera. And that's not a problem. It's similar to what people do. They take the cholent. You can take a cold kugel Shabbos morning and put it on top of the cholent pot. You can't put it in the cholent pot. You can't put it instead of the cholent pot, but you can put it on top of the cholent pot. Huh? No, you can't. What?
That's very dangerous.
Someone came out with a new mechanism like a year ago, and they came up with a tray. They came up with a tray. They came up with a tray. They're selling it in the store. It's a ridiculous amount, like $50 for a silly little tray. And that tray is built to go over the cholent pot. Huh? It's because like direct clear shine. It's a clear shine. It's considered a clear shine. That's considered a clear shine. But if you have a second one, that's a klisheni. A klisheni is not a problem. You can do whatever you want. You can do it with a piece of foil. You can do the foil. Yeah, I'm saying even without foil, even direct on top of the cholent pot, you can put it direct even without foil. Then put a foil on top of there. But I think you have to have a type of food inside, something inside, and you can't put it on Shabbos. Why can't you put it on Shabbos? So I tell you, I think the whole idea with the kedera blech is when they built the kedera blech, the mechanism they built it with was that there's a liquid inside. If it's dry, then you don't have something inside. There are those that allow it. Most of the halacha world doesn't. To rewarm. Most of the halacha doesn't allow it that way unless it's a klisheni. There are those that do, some yes, some no. The ones that Yaakov could tell us. No. I don't think so. I think a klisheni, yeah. I don't know. I as far as I know, it's a mach like this. Any plaka. The whole thing is the black. On Shabbat? Yeah? Okay, Meyer, let's do Meyer. Page 118. What's on Meyer? Okay, Ami's saying that some Sfardim, that many Sfardim will put things even with that. You hear what he's saying? Many Sfardim will put things on even on the fire before Shabbat, even on the fire without a blood. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Ashkenazim don't. I don't know. All right, Meyer. Shimon has it. Shimon on. What happened?
Ja, daar is dat meer aan.
Amen.
Ja, we graag dus even. Ik kom te wel. Vaak voor je. Amen. Ga even weer weg. We gaan je de kolde is er wagen. Laat maar kan je weer wagen.
Amen. Shmira Barak Yolam.
Ik ben aan het gaan. Maar al die al ja is waar we. Dat is gewoon zo safe. Dat is al te meer goed. Nee, laat me gewoon gaan ze ja. Dat is massa. Dat meer maar meer wagen. Ik ga dus dat wel. Zeg maar dat is Israël. Dat van de is maar wagen. Nee, dan maar we gaan zeg maar alleen nog. Akol Israël wagen.
Amen.
Hey, ze staan weer bij mij voor ja. Ze staan alleen Akol Israël wagen.
Amen. Page 136.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefer hasayim hayim arba ve'arba'im yom shem tishtavu shnei yomim la'omer.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu al sefer hasayim Elohim Yechanin Yerachin Alright, not sure. Not during that way.
Alleen nog eens wat even.
Ay, deze is best Vandaag gaat in de no, ik proef je pijn.
Maar waar de ene wel gauw klaar is, maar mooi dat hij gaat, dus mooi gaat.
Amen. 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 Shmi Rabban Barak Yolam Olam Yilais Bari. Amen. 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 Jaya Jaya Kisava, Jaya Tavesava, Jaya Kima, Azevani Esla, Ani Azizi, Ani Asa, Ani Esla, Yamali. Shmecha, Yeshishani Espanecha.
Alma, ela também era Yamueli, comer, mas eu chamava a categoria de na categoria sacada, para começar com esse Israel, le fica e fala inteiramente, né, mas na cabeça não é de Yagli, toira, via.
Amen. 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 Shmi Rabban Barak Yolam Olam Yilais Bari. Amen. 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 Yashikach. Tomorrow morning, 8:40. Whoever's able to help with the million, big Ashikaya.